All right, we're live.
We're live already.
Dude, I'm already in game mode. I'm just gonna pull it up so I could retweet your stream real quick, and I typed in partisan on accident.
Okay, how many times do you think in the past year have you bet partisan?
Um,
Actually, I should ask, how many games did you miss on partisan that you didn't bet?
I would say like less than 15, way less than 15. I mean, like, dude, I play them every game, but
That's
like,
good.
it's just like Sevilla, dude. I probably take Sevilla more than any other team though. Like, I've never missed a Sevilla game. Like partisan, like, yeah, there's a couple games that I'll sit out. I thought about sitting out this one this weekend. We'll see. Like, I mean, but there's some games they're just so juiced you can't play them. Or like last week, like I took partisan in the under 4.5 -120, which ended up being a bad play. But like they took that line off, and so it was like they don't have that. And then I put 2 units on first half, but that was it.
So when are you moving to Vegas, Ice? I think Dale bet 365 in there, talking about Vegas when
So I'm actually in Alabama right now, Dale. So I went. I was there last week, and then I came to Alabama just hang out with some of my family for a few days. So I'm here, and then I'm moving to Vegas on September 3rd. So I got my place. I got everything signed up. I just gotta get my shit together, go out there. So all right, let me send this tweet real quick, and then we'll get
Oh yeah,
going.
let me retweet some stuff and we'll have some fun today. Looking to add on some units.
I get a big ass dog over here. Dobie, come here. Come here.
Maddie's
Come
like,
on.
looks like you got a hotel picture behind you.
Yeah, I'm not in a hotel, but it's just like a hotel picture. Just super basic picture of the beach or something.
All right. You got 50 in here right now across both. Um, give them another minute here.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
so guys, big announcement. We are going to have a ticker for the plays. Don't worry. We didn't have that last week.
or 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Actually, we could just start out with a recap, right? We could start out with a recap from the show.
Yeah, we
Um,
could do that if you wanted to. I'm down
yeah,
with whatever.
yeah. Let's. Well, people are still tuning, coming in here. Stream here on Tuesday went off. I believe, what was it, 12-2 total for us?
It was 12-2 total. It was a good stream. So unfortunately, the only two plays that we missed were my two big plays. Then I
And we
hit like
still.
I know, and then I hit like 8 in a row after that. So I was like plus 4 units or something. But I was so close to just like a 20 unit day. Just so close. PSV. If they had a rematch that next day, I would have taken the exact same plays. Zahavi had a nice shot, and it was just a great save. So
Dude, they
I
came through for you at the end, right? They scored in what, the 90th, 80th? What when was that? That was late though.
Yeah, dude, they scored like 93, and that actually kept the 7 leg parlay alive. Like, yeah, like every other leg hit so easy, and PSV had to score 93 to cash that. So I mean,
I was my
oh
favorite part was I was seeing you. I get a text from you, and I'm like, because you're like FPSV, FPSV, and then all of a sudden I get a text with like 5 minutes left to go. It's like, oh, let's go, let's go. I'm like, come through.
yeah, no, hey, Alex Classic is in the chat. I think PPS is taking an Alex Classic today. Actually, I
Oh
think
no, nope, not today,
4 -2.5.
not today.
No,
That was last time. That
he's
was
taking
my.
an over. Okay.
Oh yeah, I got some overs for you. I'll run through my four plays while we get people in here. From last show, it was Genk, Shakhtar, both teams to score. That's the Alex Classic. Cashed that one. Malmo and Rangers over 2.5 cashed in there. The big boy, the 2 unit play that was the collab, was Zagreb under 2.5. That cashed easy. That was 2 units. And then the young boys over 2.5 was my smallest play, 0.75 units. That one cashed in. So went 4-0 on the stream. So that was a good start to our lives here.
Yeah, I'll try to run through this real quick. So I missed my two big ones. PSV first half team total that missed. Red Star Sheriff both teams to score missed. but I covered my bases because we took Sheriff draw no bet. Knew they wouldn't get shut out there, so that was good. Young boys, both teams to score. The grab, both teams to score. No, that
Let's
was just
go.
lucky, dude. I don't know how
That was a good one. Yeah.
I sat there like the entire second half, deciding if I was going to hedge that or not. It ended up not. Then the collab on the under 2.5. Young boys over 2.5. Rosenborg win, game over 1.5, even money. I hit Flora live and I hit their team total live. Then the 7-leg parlay: Monaco, Shakhtar, Benfica, Rangers, Young Boys, PSV, all to score one or more goals. Then Legia team total under 2.5. So some good hits on that last show, and I think we can replicate it today.
Yeah.
Toby, get up here. If you're gonna just bite me, you can just say hi to everybody. Toby, say hi. Look.
You camera shy or what?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, so we'll start it off today with we'll start it over with Matt and his favorite team ever. We're gonna start him over on his first play of the day. He's got 2 plays in it.
So we need to clarify. Sevilla is my favorite team, but we are riding Partisan again today. This is not my biggest play, but this is the second biggest game I have action on today. I'm taking Partisan money line. I took it plus 110. It's down to like minus 110 right now. Here's why. Last game, Sochi was all over them, but I mean, this defense is just so freaking good right now. And even last game, they were up 4-0 against who I don't even know who they played. Novi Pozar, I think they were playing in Serbia. The only goal they allowed was at the very end of the game after they subbed out their entire defense. So this is a very good team. They're very stingy. And I'm sure most of you know what I'm talking about, but how Sochi scored on Partizan was extremely, extremely controversial in the first leg. They got a penalty, and it wasn't even inside the box, first off. That was just some Russian BS that we had going on there. So they're playing in Serbia today. This is one of the hardest environments to play in. So I expect Partizan to advance. That line was minus 170. It might be minus 200 now. Maybe it's minus 150. I don't know. But I locked this line in 2 days ago, and I think it's worth it. And I'm also going to play Partizan in the under 2.5 plus 300. I don't think Sochi is going to score. I think we're either going to look at a 1-0 game, a 2-0 game, or even possibly a 0-0 game. I don't think Sochi is going to score. I expect Partizan to come out flying out of their end. Net 1, maybe net 2. And here's what we saw earlier in the season. Partizan has played 7 games now, I believe. Their first 4 games, they were winning at halftime. And this is what they did. They would come out in an offensive formation. At halftime, they would completely switch to a defensive formation.
Mm-hmm.
And I expect them to do the same exact thing today. I expect them to try to jump on Sochi early, come out in the second half, and just build a wall. And so that's how I see this game going. And this does have 0-0 potential. That's why I'm not throwing 4 units or 5 units on Partizan. I think if you want a parlay piece, take Partizan to advance and find something to partner with that with. I would have done that, but I already threw 3 units on this game, and I don't want to toss another 4 on it. I don't think that's very smart. But I'm telling you, that is an excellent parlay leg if you have one. Yeah, and somebody saying both teams to score no. Again, obviously I like that. But I'm kind of covering my bases here with this one. I have an extra unit on Partizan to win, just in case. But that plus 300 is insane value because, again, this is a team that has conceded 2 goals in 7 games. One was a completely bullshit penalty to Sochi. The second one was last game in the 93rd, 92nd minute, whatever. Like, literally, the game ended right after the other team scored, and Partizan subbed out their entire defense. So, I mean, that's how I see this game going, 1-0 or 2-0.
Yeah, I remember what was the game you had on the 6-shooter? You had under 4.5. They scored 4 in the first half and then set the wall back. So I definitely remember you saying this before, and that was just another game that would show that you were right on that second half.
Yeah, that was absolutely wild. That was the first game of the year. They scored 4 goals in the first 20 minutes of the game.
Yeah,
and somehow the under 4.5 hit. I don't know. But somehow it didn't hit last game, and they also took a 45-minute break because their fans kind of did some stuff they probably shouldn't have. But I don't know. We're not going to get political here. I don't know Serbian politics. So anyways.
All right. I will go to my first play of the day here. We're going with an under. I know we cashed our under last week. Don't really like unders too much, but I do like this under here. I am rolling with Sivaspor under 2.5. I'm seeing -121. I got it in last night. Yeah, I just really like the spot with Sivaspor at home. They won the first like 2-1, so would have obviously went over in that one. But Sivaspor home matches, they're only averaging 1 goal per game there. Both teams to score is only hit 20% of the time. So if you want to go both teams to score, no, that I wouldn't. I think that'd be a great spot. I don't know what that line would be at. So they're sitting at 80% clean sheets at home right now. I do get it. Dynamo is a high-flying team, but they scored 4 goals in their last 2 games, which kind of boosts their numbers. When you're looking at like stats on all these sites, you'll see that their numbers are way high. I really don't see them scoring on Sivaspor at home, to be honest. I like this to be slow. Only put 2 shots on goal in their last match. I really like Sivaspor. I like the Turkey League. This is one of my favorite teams to bet when I'm just betting them in their domestic league. But I do think that they hold a clean sheet here, and I do not think I see Sivaspor scoring 3 on their own. I see this as like a 1-0, 2-0, and I like Sivaspor to hold down the high-flying Dynamo there for my first play of the day. Under 2.5 goals, -120 there, -121.
Yeah. I actually do like this, and if you share my screen real quick, I actually have it pulled up so people can see the
Oh, there we go.
splits. Yeah, you're just gonna have to work with that, but yeah, you can see that. Like, I mean, like these numbers are very, very solid. Like, I mean, you can see it's only gone to over 1.5 twice,
Mm-hmm.
and their last. This was overtime, so this is actually a 1-1 game. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is 12-2. The last 14 games at home.
Yeah,
So
and
this is solid play right here.
yeah, I really do. If you do want to sprinkle on some plus money, I do like to take the team total under for Dynamo under. Maybe if you can get it at a half or 1.5, whatever it's at. I really like them to hold them down today and probably set up a back wall there, especially with them going up 2-1 in that first leg, because I really didn't expect them to win away from home. And now they get to go home with a goal advantage. It's just setting up for a really nice spot for Sivaspor to hold them down.
Yeah, it is. I agree with that. And somebody asking what leagues these are. These are all Europa Conference League or Europa League. There's 2 different categories today. I only have one play in Europa, and then the rest are the Conference League.
Adam says, time to sweat. Yes, Adam. Yes, it is. It is time to sweat.
I actually brought my out of my mind, be back in 5 minutes thing for you. Over on the table over there.
Yeah, I remember that shit. That was funny.
Yeah, he took it under. I just put it on the screen and just walked out. So, anyway.
All right. Let's get to the biggest game on Mr. Matt's slate today. Rolling with TNS. Let's have Matt talk about it here. We'll pop that on the ticker here. 3 of them in this one.
So, this is a very interesting game. I'm going to try to pull up the numbers right here. TNS plays at Pleasant today. They were massive, massive underdogs in the first leg, right? And they won outright. They were up 4-0 in the 88th minute before Pleasant scored, which sucked for me because I actually had both teams to score that game. So I'm sweating that entire game, and they finally scored. And then they ended up getting another one right as the game ended. So they won. TNS won 4-2. This is very, very interesting team because they're from Wales. They are technically a part-time team. Like a lot of these guys have other jobs. Now, most of them aren't full-time jobs. Like dude in Wales might just be driving for Uber or something to make some extra. Like they're not making like a ton of money playing. But just listen to this. In 3 Europa games so far, they have scored 14 goals and conceded 3. And 2 of those goals were last game after the 85th minute, right? And so they are just all over teams. They had 6 shots last game. All of them were on target. They scored 4 goals. Now, the thing that is scary for this game is Pleasant did have like 82 attacks or 91 attacks, 82 dangerous attacks to 24 dangerous attacks. So Pleasant was all over them. But this defense really just held their ground, and this is what they've done in every single game they've been playing. They have a guy, he played in the Scottish Premier League last season, great player. He scored 3 goals last game. I mean, they definitely have some shooters on their team, and I think this line is way off. You have a team that's up 4-2 on aggregate, and yeah, they kind of blew the lead. They should be up 4-0 on aggregate. They kind of dropped the ball there. But to advance plus 170 is just absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to play that all day. So I'll play that for 2 units. I'm also going to play them plus 2.5. I don't think they're going to lose by 3 goals. Pleasant is not a team that right now, last year, this would have been a different story. But right now, this is not a team that I expect to go out there and score 3 goals. Like looking at their numbers, they have not scored more than 2 goals since God, I don't even know. Since last season. I mean, they're just not a team that's going out there and just dominating games. Last game they beat Slovan Barako or something. Who did they play? No, they played Slovako. They beat them 2-1. Here's the kicker for this game. This was their last league game after they lost to TNS 4-2. They were down 1-0, and the other team got a red card before they scored 2 goals. They are just not playing very good right now. And so I'm fading them. I think 2.5 is too good of a number to play, not to play really. And so I'm playing that for 3 units. I'm taking TNS to advance for 2 units. And I'm playing team total over 1.5 plus 600. And I'm throwing 2 units on that too. And like I said, this team has scored 14 goals in their last 3 Europa games. They had a guy that scored 3 goals by himself last game. And they're getting to those dirty areas. And I mean, last game they actually had 2 penalties because they're getting to these dirty areas, and Pleasant cannot contain them. Like these guys, like although they may like not be in a big league, they're playing in Wales. They're playing in a small league. They're not making a lot of money, but these guys have great chemistry. And you can compare this to other teams. Like Partisan is a team that has great chemistry. Sevilla is a team that has great chemistry. Sevilla does not have the talent Barcelona has, but you saw them go out there and beat Barcelona, and they beat them once in league play, and then they lost to them in the cup, and then they lost to them in the second league game. But you see them go out there and play so well against this team with way less talent because these guys mesh so well together. I'll drop a couple more plays I like for this game. Team total over zero point 0.5 plus money. That's a great play too. But again, I'm going to swing big on this over 1.5. I think that's just too good to pass up when they've done this in every game. So that's a good look as well. Both teams to score is a great look. People have been asking me about TNS money line plus 2,000 or something. I wouldn't say that. I don't think they're going to be. I don't think they're going to go out there and be very conservative. But I mean, they on paper, I mean, you could argue that they should have lost last game. So I'm not going to play that. I just think this is a really unique spot, and I don't. Pleasant is not a team that I've really ever faded, but just like Red Star last week, this is exactly why I want to fade them. I mean, these numbers are just too good not to play. Really, 2.5 is just ridiculous. Yeah, and so we'll see what happens, but I really, really like this play, especially that spread and that team total.
Yeah, potential 12-unit pickup for Matt if we can get 2 goals from him today. That plus 600 just seems disrespectful. I like that spot a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna go up almost 20 units if I see this game.
Yeah, that game's a big one.
Yeah, on top of Partisan, like there's like a total of like 25 units on these first 2 games you can win. So yeah, and somebody saying UK books are nowhere close to this. This has been an interesting line because I actually tweeted this on my main account 2 days ago.
Yeah, I saw that tweet too.
And TNS is now plus 120 to qualify on UK books, and that's closer to the price that I was expecting, and that's why I threw 2 units on this plus 170. Just because even if they don't advance, like that line is too good to pass up. So that
playing line value.
Yeah, it's just a value play. Same with that team total right there. So it's kind of interesting. A lot of offshore books actually completely took this game offline. Like I had guys messaging me saying they had like all 30 games except for this one. And so it'll be interesting. But I am gonna roll with TNS today. I will be watching this game in about 2 hours, sweating my ass off. But I love it. I think it's great value. So Anyways, PPS. Let's jump into your next play here.
Yes, we're going with an over now. Promise, guys, I'm not going back-to-back unders. I wouldn't do that to you. We're going with one. I have two 1.5 unit plays today. This is going to be one of them. I'm rolling with Ghent and Rigas FS over 2.75 goals here. I've been seeing 3 at some places. I would take that too at that plus money. I was seeing it at like plus 110 to plus 115. I have this on my book. I know some books don't have this half goals in there, but we're going to roll with it. First game was a 2-2 draw. Ghent had 8 shots on goal in that game. Obviously, was only able to net 2. Riga only had 3 shots on goal. Both of those shots were on breakaways. They ended up, if you watch like the AI score, it was all up here for Ghent and then just one straight line down because they got one breakaway and were able to score on it. And then same thing, 25 minutes of domination from Ghent and then a breakaway for Rigas just to score another one there. So, Ghent had 71% possession in here, 135 dangerous attacks, which is crazy. And Riga only had 13 dangerous attacks, but they made the most of them, obviously.
Kind of like TNS did. I mean,
yeah,
they're just making the most of their chances there.
Yeah, and me and Matt talked a little bit about him about possibly seeing Rigas to score another goal. If they score one goal, this is a lock, right? If they score one goal, I see this. I do not see Ghent not scoring 2 in this game. I even wrote down as a possible play here Ghent's team total over 2.5. I was seeing that plus 125. I really think that they just go all over these guys. I think that they kind of got embarrassed. They were like minus 500, I think, in that first game, and they absolutely dominated. If you're watching that game and didn't see the score, you think that Ghent was up like 5 goals. They were just dominating the ball that much, dominating possession. And like I said, I could see a 2-1. We still get the half cash. But I also could see if Ghent does shut out Rigas, I could easily see them scoring 3 goals and getting us a half cash on this. So that's why I put a little bit more on it just in case there with the push half cash option there on the 275. But yeah, I think we see Ghent come out from the get-go. I wouldn't even mind seeing them for if you wanted to roll with like a first half team total over 1.5, take like some big plus money if you're looking at something like that. But I see them coming out hard right away. And we're going to see probably 2 goals in that first half from them, just because I think they're literally embarrassed from that game. They killed them in every aspect of that game except the scoreboard. So I see 3 here. So
I have action on this game too, actually. And I'm taking RFS team total over 0.5 minus 120.
Oh, I like it.
So yeah, they drew 2-2 last game. But the thing about it was they were playing in Belgium. Now they're playing in Latvia. Rigas football something. I don't know what the S stands for. I'll be RFS. They haven't. This is a team I've seen them play 2 entire matches. I didn't catch all of their first leg, right? But they beat my team classically. They scored 2 goals at home and they scored 3 goals on the road. That is not an easy team to score off. Yeah, they're from the Faroe Islands, whatever. They have a great defense. It's not an easy team for anybody to score on. Young Boys only scored 2 goals on that team last year. It's a very good team. All these Belgium teams are very leaky. All of them are very leaky. They all can score. That's why this game was 2-2, because they gave up 2 breakaways. Now they're playing at home. The last time they got shut out ever was a road game in November of 2020. So it's almost been an entire year since they got shut out. The last time they got shut out at home, I can't even pull up those numbers. It was so long ago. So this is just free money, in my opinion. I think this goes way over 3. I think this is probably going to be like a 2-2, 3-2 game. Yeah, Ghent should advance this game. We'll see. But yeah, these Latvian teams are kind of sleepers, just like the Latvian national team was. But they kind of have a different style. Like the national team, they like to play defense and win games like 1-0. This is a team that plays very open, and they kind of sit back, wait for you to screw up, and then they launch the ball down the field and score. That's kind of how they play. And so he's on the over. He likes team total over, and I'm playing the other team total over 0.5. I think both teams to score is a great play here. And then somebody asking where we get the stats from? Oh, somebody said it's Garen said it's Scholar. That's what the S stands for. Something sounds better. Okay, so we're just gonna pretend like that's what the S stands for, Garen. No. Yeah. So I think both teams to score is a great play. If you could take the Alex Classic on this, both teams to score over 2.5, I think you're solid there. But I mean, you can listen to both of us, or you can bind our picks here. So it's either way you want to play this. I think both are great looks. So yeah, both teams to score at -105. I mean, I don't know what to say. I think based on what we both said, I like that play. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pulling up their numbers. Like I literally cannot even see the last time they got shut out at home, and this goes all the way back over a year ago. Like I went back 13 months. I don't even know the last time they got shut out at home. So
Yeah, no,
anyways,
I love this spot.
yeah.
So I only have 2 plays left, so I'm gonna bounce it back to you. Looks like you have some action in the Maccabi game there, so I will pass that over to you again, Ice, for your 4th play, I believe.
I know I gotta pull up my picks now. You're making me think.
Got to keep you on your toes. That's how we
I
work over
know.
here.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to another Faroe Islands team. Torshavn versus Maccabi Haifa over 3 -125. Torshavn got a red card last game and opened this game up, but the game was already opened way before. I don't know if anybody actually watched this game, but there were 9 goals. 9 freaking goals. That is ridiculous. Before the red card, actually, they had 1 goal. It was before the red card. It was 4-1, and then Torshavn got a penalty after the red card and got their second one. And Maccabi Haifa just proved to us that they are going to show absolutely no mercy this game. They ran up 7 goals, which is just freaking ridiculous, and I absolutely love it. But Torshavn is a very good team, and they have a very tough domestic game coming up this week against Classic Vic. Um, but yeah, I see this game being 2-1 or 3-0 at the very least. I think you're going to push this at worst. I'm not a big overs guy. Like I kind of I try to sit totals or I try to play team totals if I'm not playing a side. But this is just too good to pass up. I think at the very worst, this is a push here. I think Haifa likely covers this himself. And if Torshavn scores 1 goal, we cash. Um, but we'll see here. I mean, this is very interesting. And if you want to go back to the first round here, where Maccabi Haifa played Kyrite Almighty, leg one was 1-1, and then the second leg they lost 2-0. This is completely different animal than that, so don't even compare it to that. This is just these teams both play extremely open. Um, yeah, so I mean that's basically my reasoning here. Is just 9 goals in leg one. I usually don't bite on leg two if that happens, but I think Haifa likely to cover this themselves. They proved to me that they're not going to show any mercy in this game, and I love that. I love teams that do that. We don't
Go
want
for the
any
throat.
mercy.
Go for the jugular.
Exactly. So and Torshavn scoring a goal after they had a red card makes me like this even more. So we'll see. There were just a ridiculous number of shots in that game as well. There were a total of 15 shots on target and a total of 28 in the game. That is extremely high. It's like a hockey game. Like, I love it. So, all right, on to the next one here.
Yeah, I will pop on. I got 2 and 1. These are my last 2 plays. They're in the same matchup here. So yeah, we got 3 or 4 plays left to go. I'm gonna roll with mine here. I'm doubling up in Molde. We soar off the Norway League, but that's mostly because of Bodo, and I hate those guys. I'll never bet Bodo ever again. So hopefully Molde can get me back in the good graces of Norway, because I'm still trying to buy a fuck Bodo shirt, and I need it soon because I need that shirt because those guys mess with me so much. But I'm going to be rolling with 2 plays in this game. I'm on FanDuel for this one, in case anybody was wondering where I'm getting this first play. I'm rolling with Molde. Second half over 1.5 goals, -136, 1.5 unit. And then I'm taking Molde to advance for 1. That's -110, again, over on FanDuel. Both teams, right, they're coming off the 3-3. Probably one of the craziest games I've seen in a while, right? 3-3. and only 7 shots on goal in that game. So 6 out of 7 shots on goal went in. That's just a crazy stat to me anyway, right there. I only bet Molde at home, right? The Norway League is like that where the home road splits are just insane. Molde at home from the end of, I think it was through the last year up into the first couple games of this season, they're averaging 3.6 goals per game at home. Their last game was a 5-4 matchup there. They won 5-4 at home. And I really don't think that we're going to see that type of shootout right from the get-go this time. It was 1-1 at the end of the first half, and that was on 2 shots on goal. The second half had 5 shots on goal and scored 4. So we saw it kind of open up right away. I believe it was a 50th minute goal right away to start the second half. And I kind of see that happening again today. And then if we're going to Trebens, I'm just going to say Trebs because I can't say this one. I've tried it a million times and I can never get it. And I love the Turkey League. I always go over there when they're in their domestic league. But Trebs on the road just doesn't win. They're either draw or losing. I think their last 5 have been draws. And now you're going to go to Molde, where obviously they're extremely comfortable at home. And I really think I see this as an open game, but I only see maybe 1 goal in that first half. I see like maybe a 1-0 Molde first half, and then we start to see it open up. That's why I put more money on the over in the second half versus Molde to advance. I like Molde to win. Obviously, they're at home, and they're going against Trabs, who's really not good on the road. I think their last 3 were 0-0, 1-1, 1-1. So I'm really digging into Molde here. This, like I said, this is going to make or break me with Norway forever. So hopefully Molde can come through. See this as an open second half matchup. And I really like to see the early part of the game being a feel out. Second half, Molde turns it on, hoping for maybe a 3-1, 3-2 type of game here with Molde taking it and advancing. Minus 110 on them to advance at home. I just think it's kind of criminal.
Yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself for not playing this. I almost bid on their money line. What is it, like plus
160? 160.
Yeah, I almost bid on that, decided against it, but I think this is a very solid play. And in regards to your second half over 1.5, one of my guys texted me at halftime in the first leg, and I had just gotten off a plane, and so I missed the text. But he said, dude, he was like, you have to light bet Molde second half over 1.5 right now. And
yeah, dude,
it hit in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know, it was so fast.
But he was like, dude, they got 3 shots and 3 goals. Like, you got to take it. And it's a great play. It's a great look. We'll see how the pace of this game goes because that's kind of interesting. And I like that you're not playing the total because this could be like what I was mentioning for the Torshavn game where I took the over 3. It could be very interesting, and I usually don't bite on second legs where the first game had a lot of goals because the pace could just be super slow this game because they're tight on aggregate. It could be super slow. They could come out, you might get a 0-0 half, but then boom, second half you might have 4 goals just right off the bat. So this is interesting. I do like this. I like both of these plays a lot, and I'm going to tail both of them. So,
hell yeah, let's get another sweep, baby.
Yeah, let's do it.
What is the next one for you? You in a roll with your boys? Your boys from Iceland?
Yes. So Brita Blake is a team that I am just playing like freaking candy right now. I'm playing them every single game. I used to only play them at home. In fact, for the first leg this game, we had first half. I always play first half team total or first half money line or first half spread at home. In Iceland, they have 22 goals, 4 and 2 against at home. They are dominant at home. And they lost the first leg in this matchup 3-2 at home. But all that matters is they cashed our first half team total. They were down 2-0 10 minutes into the game. Came back, scored 2 goals in the first half, even at halftime. Then they conceded a goal right at the start of the second half and lost 3-2. Now, I'm going to play both teams to score for this game. And I'm only playing it for 1 unit. This is a play that could hit very fast, or this play could lose, and that's why I'm playing it for 1 unit. This is kind of this is really a hit or miss play, and I don't know enough about Aberdeen to be completely honest. I have not watched them play enough to be confident and throw 3 units on this play. Aberdeen is a type of team that I'm under the impression that if they want to go out there and win this game 1-0 or keep this 0-0, this is going to happen. Like this could be a game where it's 0-0 at halftime and I'm really sweating this bet, and that's not what I want. So that's why I'm only playing it for 1 unit. Um, Again, Breida Blick is a team that I absolutely love, and I completely expect them to score this game. I expect them to try to jump on Aberdeen early, but we saw what happened in the first leg is Aberdeen went out there and scored 2 goals right off the bat. Um, and so I think it's worth 1 unit. I think you could play both teams to score it over 2.5 for the same unit amount if you want to. I don't know what that line is. It's probably like plus 140. I'm sure it's a very good price. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna play. We'll see what happens. But this is my team from Iceland. I already have my play for the next league game on Sunday. I'm playing first half -1 plus 150. There's no way they're gonna lose the first half to Ukraine. So anyways, this is what we're rolling with. So we'll see what happens. But I think it's a great look. And then just throw some numbers out there. There were 11 shots on target in leg one. There were in the first half, we had 7 of those 11 shots on target. So we'll see what happened. The stats in the first half were very even. We got a 2-2 first half. This could be first half cash, or you could be sweating this until the buzzer. So we'll see.
Nothing like a good sweat. Nothing like a good sweat on like what? How many games are today? Like 20? That's all like 20.
There's like hold on, I have the number.
It's so many.
There's like 30 something. Oh man, Astana lost.
What?
Yeah, they were up 3. They were up
3-1 with like 7 in the 70th.
Wow, that is crazy.
They lose on PKs or in extra time or?
So this is weird. I have it pulled up on Flashscore right here, and it doesn't even show. Yeah, it does. So remember it was 3-2 right before we went live, and then they scored 2 goals in 3 minutes. Holy
Jesus
shit.
Christ! Yeah, I think they scored. Astana scored with what? 2 minutes into the game.
Astana scored 4 minutes in and 41. They were up 2-0 at halftime and lost 4-3. That is crazy.
Wow.
Whew.
4 second half goals.
Yeah, Finland is a hard league for me to gauge. Which, do you have any more picks?
I think we got 2 left for you here for you. Yeah. So we'll roll with your last money line, and then we'll get to the parlay at the end.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. So I'm taking a Russian team playing in Russia. I'm not doing what I did last week where Sochi burned me because Putin called in a penalty. So look, Ruben Kazan, I watched this game very, very closely, and I didn't even tweet this, but I personally played Draw No Bet live. Ruben Kazan they are a good Russian side, right? And I read this Russian league well over the Poland league. First leg, they were on the road. And the stats were very, very even. Kazan had 1 more shot. They had 2 less dangerous attacks. Possession was 50-50. This was a very, very evenly matched game. Aggregate is 0-0. I am playing Ruben Kazan money line plus 130. This game could very well be a draw, but I trust this defense to go out there if they can score early, especially at home. They can get up in the first half or even bang one in late. This is probably going to be a 1-0 game, maybe 2-0. And so we'll see what happens. I mean, if they go out there and they score really early, they're going to be having to play defense the rest of the game. So we'll see. But Kazan is the better team. They're better. They're playing Rakow today from Poland, or however you say that. They're playing them today. This is definitely worth 1 unit to me at plus 130. I think this is a great look. I'm just taking the better team playing in Russia. It's very hard to fade any of these Russian teams playing at home. So that's my reasoning there. And then we'll jump into my last play real quick, which is a parlay. And this is for Europa League, not Europa Conference League. So we just went out and we just said that KUPS just beat Astana. They came back from being down 2-0. This Finland league is very, very hard to gauge. But the Kings of Finland are HJK. Absolutely the Kings of Finland. They're playing Baku from Azerbaijan. They were on the road in leg 1, drew at 2-2. I believe they were up 2-1 very late in the game and gave up a goal to draw. I'm playing HJK to advance, and I'm also taking Celtic team total over 1.5. That parlay is right at even money. It's like minus 101. Celtic is playing Jablonec. They won the first leg 4-2 on the road. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, they were on the road. Yeah, Jablonec, their home and road splits are actually pretty consistent. They're way better at home than they are on the road. They gave up 4 goals at home in the first leg. I think Celtic scores 2 goals this game, no problem, even though being up 2 goals on aggregate. They're definitely going to gun for that early goal to secure their advancing. But yeah, this is a pretty cut and dry parlay here for me, but I really like it. So one more time, HJK from Finland to advance in Europa League. Parlay it with Celtic team total over 1.5. Get it at even money, minus 101, something like that. Um, so it's a good look for me.
Yeah, no, I like that one.
Yeah, last on Tuesday we hit a 7-leg parlay. I'm not doing that today. We're playing a 2-teamer.
Just stick with the 2.
Yeah, I like it. And you guys can see on the bottom that this is the ticker at the bottom. You can see that Celtic team total and HJK to advance minus 101.
Yes. So we have I just updated, put all the plays on the bottom, but we will go through a review here of each of our plays. I'll drop mine because I only got 4 today. We're rolling with Sivaspor under 2.5, minus 121. That's a 1-unit play there. I'm on Ghent and Rigas over 2.75 goals, minus 125 for 1.5 units. Molde, second half, over 1.5, minus 136. That is another 1.5 unit. And I'm rolling with a 1-unit play of Molde to advance in that same match. Ice, what you got for us?
So, all right, Serbian Juggernauts, 2 units on Partisan, plus 110. It's minus 110 right now. You can take it there, or you can try to live bet this. If they don't score in the first 10 minutes, which I would never bet on them not to score in the first 10 minutes, but you probably don't. You can hit this live at a better number. And then I'm playing 1 unit on Partisan to win a game under 2.5 plus 300. I think that's great value. Again, like I said earlier, I'm seeing 1-0 or 2-0. I'm expecting them to just come out in a defensive formation after they take the lead, which hopefully happens. And then my big game today, the new Saints from Wales, TNS, however your book lists it. 3 units plus 2.5 minus 115. 2 units to advance plus 170. And 2 units on team total over 1.5 plus 600. Insane value. And I'll tell you, if we hit that play, there's a very, very good chance I sweep this game. And that's going to put us up like 20 units on one game. So I'm rolling big on that game, but I'm also covering my bases with some other plays just in case. Breida Blake, Aberdeen, both teams to score minus 110. Same game that Justin took, Ghent versus Riga. I'm taking RFS team total over 0.5 minus 125. 2 units on Torshavn versus Maccabi Haifa over 3 minus 125. 1 unit on Ruben Kazan from Russia plus 130. And a 1-unit parlay right at even money, HJK to advance, and Celtic team total over 1.5. So that's what we got today, guys. We went, how many plays do we have? I had 10. You have 4?
I have 4.
Yeah.
So, same as last time.
Yeah. So we got, let's see if we can do better than 12-2 this time. We'll see. Yeah. Oh, they like the ticker.
Yeah.
We did it. We did it.
Yeah, I just started adding those in at the end just to throw them all in the same one. I think it looks good. I like it. I like where this is going. We've been getting a lot of people in here. Seems like you guys are enjoying this. Yeah, this is fun for us.
Yeah, and also shout out to my buddy Noel over at Premade, made this awesome overlay for us. So we got the boxes and it looks cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long day, right? These games go for like 5 hours. I think.
No, and I have a show with Bet US at like 2:00 today. Just Serie A futures. It'll be fun. And then it'll be back tonight. I think it's 6 or 7 p.m. The first ever Bet with us European versus American best bet show. So each of us for Team America will be me, RJ, and Sammy Adams. We're just dropping 3 plays each for the weekend. And you already know I got a play locked in for Sevilla. I got another play locked in for Partizan, and I already told you what my Breida Blake play is. So I'm ready to roll. I'm excited.
Yeah, you got your big boys. You got the big guns ready.
I do. Sevilla. I might max Sevilla the first week, which not good. They're playing Rayo Valencia, dude. They're going to absolutely kick their ass. I'm excited. Go ahead and
Yeah,
lock in Sevilla to win and over 1.5 while you can.
yeah, no,
Juventus top two minus 120. Yeah, that's a good bet because now they're like minus odds to win the league or something ridiculous.
yeah, no, I saw that once he got over
Yeah,
there, it was
I'm
blew
taking
up.
value in Italy. I'm going to play Napoli plus 1,000 to win the league. But I think the best bet that you can make is AC Milan to finish in the top four plus 120. Now I
Ooh,
hate futures because it's
you have
like
to
I
wait so long for your money.
yeah, like I said, like it's plus 120. You could definitely take them in their first game to win plus 120 live at plus money. Like it's kind of stupid to me, but that's my best future for Serie A.
Yeah, I don't do.
Sevilla to win La Liga minus Real Madrid and Barcelona. There is a line for that. It's
Ooh,
like plus 500. I'm going to throw a lot of money on that. And
that.
also Villarreal top four. Those are going to be my two teams in Spain this year.
Yeah, I always ride with you on those Sevilla plays. Those Sevilla plays are crazy.
I know. I love that team.
Well,
I didn't have a jersey, but yeah, I love that team. So
thank you guys for tuning in with us. I appreciate all you guys popping in. I'll probably be going live today at some point again for my announcement later in the day. We'll have that going. You got anything else for us, Matt?
no, we got 45 minutes till kickoff, so I got to go get some food and walk the big man.
Oh, he's going right for
But
you.
yeah, I think he has to go to the bathroom. That's why he jumped on the couch next to me. So, all right, boys. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yep. Have a good one.